We'll do it live. All right. Hey, fellas, your commissioner here, coming at you for a little first video of the year. It's the draft recap video. This thing right in front of me is really screwing with me because it's on lag. But the video is on a lag, I think. Hopefully, if it is, it's the first video of the year. So this is what we do. All right, we're doing it live. Um, you know, first off, I just want to thank everybody for making it to old Kingston, Oklahoma. I know everything that we had planned didn't exactly go as planned. We never quite made it to the casino. But, the draft board that we originally ordered didn't show up. Some idiot, some stupid idiot. What a dumbass commissioner. Who forgets the draft board? Anyway, he forgot the draft board. You know it. I'm the worst. Go ahead, boo me. If I had some boo sound effects, I'd play it. I don't. So you can go kick rocks. All right. So again, like I said, everyone had to drive a little bit. Most people had to drive 4 or 5 hours. Nick had to drive 8 hours total. So really means a lot. That's the first year ever in league history that we've had all 12 members plus Dylan at the draft live. Only took 5 live drafts for it to happen, but by golly, we did it. So really, it was really special. We're entering our seventh or eighth year, eighth or ninth maybe. I think maybe ninth. So the Big 10-0 is coming up here pretty soon. As you guys know, the video was a little delayed. I actually looked at when I put the last video out. Last year's draft recap, guess what date it was? August 28th. Guess what today is? August 26th. So, SMID, all right, you guys are fine. And you know what? It's a good thing I did wait because Andrew Luck retired. Lamar Miller tore his ACL. Other things happened that I had foreseen and wanted to wait to do the video. So there you have it. It's absolutely for no other reason other than that. The rumors that I'm losing interest in this league and then losing my dedication to this league are uncalled for. It personally offends me very greatly. It hurts me. It hurts deep down that people feel that way about me. But we'll just persevere and we'll get through it together as a league. And I think we'll ultimately all be better men for it. So the Morris men, there it is. All right. So without further ado, the real reason you guys are watching this video is to do the draft recap. Start off honestly, I think this was the most well-rounded draft that we've had to date in league history, which is kind of surprising because there wasn't a lot of heads up as far as what was who's going to be drafted where, what the keepers were going to be, anything like that. So I don't think the video is going very well so far, but hey, we're going to make it work. Let's see. I lost my audience, so they're already bored on their phone. Brody's munching on a peanut butter ball that has nothing in it. So, it's the first video of the year. We're working out the kinks. So, we'll just start off with old pick number 1, the Fat Bastards, Mr. Josh Ford. Went with really the obvious choice here. First off, his keepers. He kept, who did he keep? Matt Ryan in the 11th. Cooper Kupp in the 5th. Pretty good value out of both of those guys. As the latest quarterbacks went this year, you probably could have got Matt Ryan about that round, maybe a little later. He's doing the no Vance dance with Vance McDonald as his tight end. Probably smart to pick up Austin Hooper. Vance can't really catch a ball if Monday night was any indication. That's kind of important if you're on offense, especially a skill position. You kind of want to catch the ball, but, I think Ford wanted to draft players that were similar to him in skill level. People who just aren't very good hands don't really know how to catch the ball. That's what Ford does. So, he's got almost the whole trifecta of Rams receivers. He's got Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. Honestly, probably the worst receiving core in the league. you know, Diggs is fine as a skill level, but he's got Kirk Cousins throwing him the ball, and Kirk's not very good. They're going to go run heavy. Lamar Miller obviously tore his ACL. Adrian Peterson's 100 years old. Chris Thompson's always hurt. Peyton Barber stinks. He's just a guy. So really, he's got Miles Sanders, David Johnson. David Johnson's on the college offense. Who knows how that's going to work? So I'm not projecting Ford to do very well. The number one pick curse continues. I think we're looking at maybe a 4-win team here, folks, and he's going to be maybe repeating for Bitch Boy of the Year, horse ass trophy. So hey, Ford, something to look forward to, buddy. It's the only thing you can win, but a win's a win. All right. Let's move on to number 2. That'd be Plunking on a Dream. Plunking on a Dream. Is that really your team name, Connor? That can't be right. Hold on. That can't be right. That's just the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Oh my God, Plucking on a Dream. Connor. That can't be right. Let's see. Standings. Dirty Birds of War is still your name. I would probably stick with that. You know, don't quit your day job as an accountant. It's just not a very good name. Hey, I get it. Names are hard to come up with. So, anyway, really solid draft. Obviously, probably 2 of the best keepers in the league. And Kamara in the 6th, and Marlon Mack in the 9th. Mack might lose some value with Luck being out. It's kind of tough to tell. I mean, I think they'll probably run more with Luck out, but hey, he's got Luck. Poor idiot. He's got Luck. Luck retired, of course, out of the blue. You know, you got Jameis Winston as the backup. That's fine. He's pretty volatile. I'd be a little nervous. I'd be a little nervous if I had Jameis Winston on the quarterback. You know, Arcega-Whiteside, great upside pick there late. Curtis Samuel, Calvin Ridley, Robbie Anderson, Thielen, Devontae Adams. Pretty solid stable of receivers. You know, not a lot of depth at running back like pretty much every team in the league. Darwin Thompson looking like he's going to take over that number 2 role. That's good. Matt Breida kind of sucks, though. And LaShawn McCoy sucks as well. So, but honestly, I think Plunk is going to be – he's got Zach Ertz as well, one of the best tight ends in the league. I think Plunk's going to be right in the mix playing for a championship this year, honestly. It's a good team. He needs Ridley to take a step and Robbie to keep doing what he's doing. But, yeah, the potential's there. Even with the Luck loss hurt, I was getting ready to pencil him in. And maybe as league champion. But can't do that now, obviously. So, solid playoff run for Plunk, but probably falls short in the end. But that moves us to number 3, Badonka Gronk, keeping the name in homage to his retired Patriot, Rob Gronkowski. Good for him. He sniped Michael Thomas from me at 3. Of course he did. You know, you just can't have nice things in the world. You know, we'll get to my team in a second. It's not all about me. Mike Thomas, Mike Evans, solid 1-2 punch there at receiver. Followed up with Gordon pretty early in the 4th. Definitely could have gotten him a lot later than that. But, you know, those guys who smoke weed, they like to stick together. So Josh Gordon loves smoking weed. Craig loves smoking weed. So it just makes sense. Brody, you need to go out? Sure, thank you. Stable running backs. He kept Carry On in the 5th. And who else did he keep? Is that it? Did he only keep one player? No, Mike Evans in the 2nd. Sorry. You know, Leonard Fournette would scare me a little bit, but I think, you know, Carry On's great. He's got solid, you know, low-end RB1s, high-end RB2s there for them. Nyheim Hines probably gets a ding. I don't know. I mean, it's just so tough to tell with this new Colts offense what's going to happen. Jalen Richard, whatever. Just a guy. Ronald Jones sucks. He's going to get cut. You know, his stable of receivers, like I said, are very good. You know, Dede looks like he's the number 1 in Jacksonville. Michael Gallup, very good. Debo, good young upside, and Terry, good young upside. So pretty solid. I think it's a playoff team we're looking at, especially if Gordon can take off. So yeah, good one, Craig. Good draft. So then that moves us to, actually, we'll save best for last. We'll save my team for last. We'll go on to number 5. That'd be Savoy, the token. Starts off with going running back heavy. Obviously, he keeps Derrick Henry. That was his only keeper this year. He keeps he takes Lev Bell at number 5. Follows it up with Todd Gurley. He's got Derrick Henry, Gio Bernard, Kareem Hunt, and Benny Snell. Certainly a lot of high upside guys. Bell, we'll see. He hasn't played in a year. Gurley's got the knee thing. Gio Bernard is what he is. Derrick Henry, that offense is going to score -5 points a game, so that kind of is worrisome. Kareem Hunt, not till week 10, but got potential after that. And Benny Snell, whatever. Kirk Cousins, terrible pick, but it's not really terrible because it's so late. But Captain Kirk just stinks, guys. He stinks. He's just not a very good quarterback. Baker, I like that. Good young upside. Pairs that back to back with David Njoku. Good upside. There are probably other tight ends on the board. Not really at that point, so it kind of is what it is. Probably could have waited a little bit on tight end and maybe scooped up some more position players. His receivers: Sanu, DK Metcalf, Sammy Watkins, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Cooks. So we're maybe looking at the worst receiving core in the league, in my opinion. It's pretty terrible. Brandon Cooks is fine. Alshon stinks. Sammy Watkins stinks. DK is young and he's hurt. Sanu is whatever. He's just a guy. He's going to throw a touchdown pass this year, maybe run for one and catch none. So, but those Falcon boys, you got a dirty birds, So Savoy is, I think, kind of a continuous streak of missing the playoffs. Unfortunately for him, just one of those things. He's just not a very good owner, and it pains me because I had such high expectations for Savoy. I had such high expectations, and you participate so well in the group me, and it's just disheartening to see you perform so bad. You're so mediocre. It's not bad. You're just mediocre. You're Jeff Fisher, year in, year out. And you're questioning my dedication and loyalty to this league. That's what frustrates me. I don't want to hear that shit from a mediocre owner. It's coming from Nick or from Blaine. Great, because they went. They can do it. They can say that stuff to me. You haven't earned a damn thing, Savoy. Okay? And this team right here isn't going to do it for you. I promise you that. I promise you that. You need to make some trades. You need to make some pickups. You need to just do better. Be better. I have high expectations for you. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Okay? Brody, come here. But Savoy, you can take this team to the playoffs. But will you do it? Challenging you right now. Will you do it? I don't think you can. I'd hate to see you prove me wrong. Okay? Team number 6, we got mixing drinks with my homies. Not going to say anything mean. JD always has the most clever names. I'll just say that. Obviously, those were his 2 keepers this year. Joe Mixon in the 2nd, Patrick Mahomes way late in the 11th round. Great value there. The 10th, 12th round, 11th round. Matt Ryan was in the 12th round. Matty Ice. So, right there, phenomenal start. Phenomenal start to the draft, of course. Takes Kelsey in the 1st round. Probably a little early. I probably would have gone receiver there. But, it is what it is. You're not going to go broke making a profit, as John Gruden would say, the old ball coach. Follows that up with Amari Cooper, Mike Williams, Cortland Sutton, Kiki QT, John Brown, Marquise Brown as his receiving core. A lot of young guys. A lot of young guys with a lot of upside, a lot of deep threats. Got a slot guy in Kiki. Um, I like that. I like that receiving core. Pretty solid. Not really a really number one guy, but that's kind of what Kelsey is. So um, his other running backs, David Montgomery, furious, furious when he put that pickup on the board. I thought Montgomery was going to fall for sure, and he just sniped him from me. So great pick, one of the best picks of the draft. I think David's really going to ball out this year. Going to be phenomenal keeper value next year even. So follows it up with Kenyon Drake. He finally got back to practice this week. We'll see. I think that's just a terrible offensive line. A lot of guys probably not going to be what he could be on other teams, but Duke Johnson's now the heir apparent number one guy. So there's three solid running backs right there. That's more than a lot of teams have. Follows it up with Damian Harris, Jerick McKinnon, whatever. So I think it's a playoff team, and I think if all of his receivers can stay healthy and pop off, we're looking at a team that could be back in the championship game. People forget JD won a championship, guys. So he has that championship chutzpah, the cojones to do it. He's done it. Unlike Savoy, who's never done it, never even been in the playoffs. So I think JD is definitely in the playoffs this year, and I think good things are going to happen as long as the team stays healthy. So team number 7, discount double check. Try to keep this at 30 minutes. I think we're right on pace. He took Odell, first pick, wide receiver heavy early, hammer the wide receivers. Odell, Keenan, Julian. Also followed it up with A.J. Green, Larry Fitzgerald, Deshaun Hamilton. Deshaun is what he is, kind of mediocre. But those top 3 guys are great as long as they stay healthy. All of them are kind of a little injury prone at times. He kept, let's see, who did he keep? He kept Aaron Jones in the 9th, and he kept Odell. No, he didn't keep Odell. Who did he keep? James Conner. Of course, James Conner. Yeah, the very 15th round, one of the best picks of all time, as it turns out. So kudos to Rip. His receiving core has potential to be deadly if AJ comes back and does what he's capable of doing. Easily the best in the league if he comes back and does what he does, because he can start all 4 of those guys. His running backs are very solid as well. James Conner, Aaron Jones, very solid. Melvin, if he ever comes back, who knows? But that's a really high upside pick. He could take that risk with the other 2 running backs he's got. One of the only teams who could do that. He's got Jordan Howard, kind of, Justin Jackson, Jamal Williams, Carlos Hyde's going to get cut. So, his top 2 guys are great. The depth concerns me a little bit, not unlike pretty much every team in the league. And O.J. Howard, Russell Wilson as his tight end and quarterback. So, pretty solid there. I think Rip is well on his way to contending for a back-to-back championship. It's only been done once before by one owner. I think he can certainly do it. I feel like I'm being too nice to you guys, but honestly, this was a good draft. You guys all I don't know. I guess you did your research. Maybe we should be unprepared for the draft every year. It seems to help. So, good for Rip. I think he's going to be back competing for a championship. That brings us to the next team, Wilson's Barbecue. Not really much to say about this team. This team is going to be competing for the Horse-Ass Trophy. Wilson, God bless him. He, I want to say he tries, but I don't think he really tries. He just kind of goes. He's just in here to have fun. That's what some people are here for. It's what it's all about, having fun with their buddies. Not everyone's got that fire in them, that competitive spirit to really want to take their opponents and grind their hopes and dreams into a fine powder and maybe mix it with some water or some other kind of drink and drink their tears and their sadness and their loss and their defeat and succeed from that. But hey, to each their own, right? Some people probably think we're the crazy ones. Who would have thought that? He's got Tyreek, Kenny Golladay, Tyler Boyd, Tyrell Williams. He's got some guys. He's got some guys. The important thing is that he likes all of them, so he's going to have fun. Not the best from Wilson. He'll be back in the Horse Ass Trophy as is tradition, but he's never won it, so he's not that bad. But I can't wait to see what dumbass trades he pulls off this year. I tell you what, it always happens. It always happens every year. So that brings us to our next team, Hurricane season, I think. Doesn't even have Cam Newton, so sick, bro. You like your dad or something now? Oh, you are. Congrats, by the way. We're all happy for you, you know. Stunned. We're all stunned you made the draft, but we certainly appreciate Whitney allowing you to go and you paying the price for missing her birthday to be able to go to the draft. So, hats off to you. Big round of applause, real quick, for Mr. Hunter Hawkins. He solid draft. Light on the running backs a little bit. Saquon, Josh Jacobs, top two, really good. Philip Lindsay has that potential. Of course, obviously, everyone knows what he did last year. Devin Singletary, we'll see if Gore and McCoy get hurt. Certainly the path is open for him. Wayne Gallman's just a backup to Saquon. So not bad. Obviously, he kept Deshaun Watson in the fifth and Saquon in the first. That's why he wanted to go later in the draft, because Saquon's top one pick probably. So Tyler Lockett, Will Fuller, Emmanuel Sanders, James Washington, Deshaun Jackson, Golden Tate is his receiving core. Don't really love that. That's kind of gross. It's kind of gross to have Tyler Lockett as your number one receiver. You know we start 3 receivers now, right? Do you know that? Yuck, buddy. T.J. Hawkinson is your starting tight end too. I mean, I think he's going to be good, but I don't know. I don't know about this year, my guy. All right, Hawks, I think, going to be back missing the playoffs this year. I don't think he's going to be competing for the horse ass, but not a great team, Hawk. You can do better. Not terrible team. It's not a great one. Okay. That brings us to our assistant to the commissioner, the league's villain, who should be the villain, who everyone should want to hate because he's the winner. He wins every freaking game. He scores the most points. He's handsome and he's good at talking to people and he's mildly athletic and he just does it all. You know who it is, Nick Wheeler, little 4'10". He of course drafted another pretty solid team. I don't think it's his best team, but I tried to give him some shit. He's like, "Oh, you know me. I'm the best in-season manager in the league, so I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Worry about your own team." All right, we get it, guy. Okay, we know what you're doing. Okay, to get those trades you get. We all know. It's not a secret. We all know what you do. Okay. As for you, Josh. Okay. He's really good at it too, because he gets some good players. Okay. He's got DeAndre Hopkins. He also kept somebody else. James White, irrelevant. That dude sucks. Allen Robinson is the number 2. God, Nick, your team sucks, man. Your team is so bad. You got DeAndre Hopkins, Nick Chubb, Chris Carson, fine. They're very good players. Zay Jones, Marquise Lee, Gross, Dallas Goedert's behind Zach Ertz. Cam Newton's already hurt. Albert Wilson sucks. Justice Hill, backup. Jared Goff's fine. He's whatever. MVS, who cares? Rashad Penny sucks. You spent a 5th round pick on Rashad Penny. What are you doing, dude? And you have Chris Carson. Why do you need both of them? You're so dumb. Allen Robinson's fine. Evan Ingram's fine. Yeah, this is not a playoff team right here. It's not a playoff team. Okay? If Nick gives out about 5 or 6 BJs, okay, he's not doing anything with this team. So there it is. Okay, everyone knows how I feel about the assistant to the commissioner. Okay, great guy. I love him to death. He's my best friend. But God, when it comes to fantasy, I just want to. Oh, he's the worst. He's the worst. Brings us to Blaine. Enough about him. We got Zeke Elliott as the keeper, as well as George Kittle, one of the better values of the draft. Great tight end there, followed up with Trey Burton as well. Drew Brees, quarterback, a little shaky. He's been regressing. Running backs, though, very solid. Zeke Elliott, Mark Ingram, Daniel Williams, Darrell Henderson, Jalen Samuels, Mike Davis. Pretty solid core there. T.Y. Hilton, obviously, is going to have a downgrade with Jacoby at quarterback. Jacoby Beef Brisket. But we'll see. Christian Kirk, Dante Pettis, Marvin Jones, N'Keal Harry, Nicole Hardman. I don't know about those receivers playing. I don't know. You might want to try to flip one of those running backs for a receiver because you probably need a little help there. I was going to say it's a playoff team. I think it's a fringe playoff team. I doubted Blaine last year. He proved me wrong. He was in the playoffs, of course, as is tradition. He's never missed the playoffs a single year. So I'm not going to, fool me once. Shame on me. You fool me, you can't get fooled again. Okay? Blaine's going to be back in the playoffs this year. Okay, that's it. Followed up with Duncan as a number 12 pick. Kevin McCaffrey, obviously one of the best values in the draft, 12th pick overall. Very good. He's got Tariq Cohen, Kalen Ballage, Tony Pollard, and Austin Eckler. Now, Tony Pollard pick is looking better and better by the day because Zeke is never going to show up. Austin Eckler, pretty solid. He's going to be good for half the season, but he's now looked a little shaky in preseason. Not as good as last year, certainly. But this honestly has the potential to be the worst running back core in the league. Tariq, I think, is just a third down scat back. Kalen Ballage, who knows? Bad line, like we talked about with Kenyon. But where he's going to make his money probably is the receiving core. Probably needs to flip one of these receivers. Got Juju, DJ Moore, Jarvis Landry. Corey Davis stinks. Kenny Stills, Devin Funchess. Again, Devin Funchess kind of takes a downturn with the luck news. Took a gamble at quarterback with Kyler. Pretty late, not that big a gamble. But he followed that up with Dak, nice and safe. So, Jared Cook is tight end. He really wanted Jared Cook. He got him. We'll see. So, Duncan's probably not going to make the playoffs like he never does. So, it's just kind of is what it is. And that brings us, last but not least, to the main attraction. Your commissioner's team, the Scamps, drafting out of the 4-hole. Should have been drafting higher, but I got screwed in Mario Kart, just like everybody did. So I'm not going to complain about it. It's my kind of idea, so I can't really complain about my idea. But took Coolio in the first, followed that up with AB. The helmet saga is over. He's good. He's got a helmet. We're good to go. Okay, no worries. Hashtag not worried. My team motto from a couple years ago. Hashtag not worried. Last year, maybe. Last year. Sterling Shepard, Anthony Miller, Paris Campbell obviously kind of sucks now with Luck being out. Chris Godwin, Adam Humphries. If you ask me, in my opinion, this is the best top-to-bottom receiving core in the league. Frankly, it's not close. Miller might miss a couple weeks here early, but he's going to come back and be a beast. Chris Godwin in the 12th. What a steal! Oh, my God, what a steal. Who else did I keep? Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry in the 15th. What kind of value is that, yo? I thought George Kittle was great value. Hunter Henry in the 15th? You kidding me? Oh, my God. Ugh. I got to calm down. I'm going to get too worked up here. Rodgers in the 5th, had to snipe him. Never take Aaron Rodgers. In the 5th round, you got to take him. You got to take him. So I'd snatched him up. Now, the running backs leave a little bit to be desired. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. Leave a little bit to be desired. All right, you got Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman, solid, low end RB1, mid RB2 maybe. The Falcon boys obviously on different teams now. We got Royce Freeman, who's kind of a backup, hasn't looked great in preseason, can't really catch the ball. Dion Lewis, who again, that offense is going to score like -5,000 to 7,000 points a game. So that's kind of tough. But maybe he can recapture that Patriot spark. And then Chase Edmonds has already been cut, and Raquel Armstead. So, that's just kind of if Fournette gets hurt, but honestly, he doesn't look good either, and his ass is probably going to be cut here within a week. So, um, ultimately, I think this is a playoff team. I don't think it's a championship team yet, certainly. But I think the playoff drought is over. It's been 3 long years, 3 long, hard years ever since I've won. I've never made it ever since I've won. It's a curse. So, but hey, it's a curse I'll gladly live with. I'd much rather have 1 championship and some playoff appearances than 0, like some owners. Not naming names. I'm not going to name names. You know who you are. You know who you are. It's a lot of them. It's not just one guy. It's a lot of you guys. So anyway, that's all I got this week, fellas. Draft recap, State of the Union videos, week 1 preview. That'll be coming out Wednesday nights. State of the Unions are going to be dropping every Wednesday night, okay, during the season. If I miss them, get on my ass. Let me know. If I don't have a really good reason, like I'm traveling for work, basically, that's it. You have permission to roast me. Maybe I'll even take FAP away from myself. So, anyways, trying to think is anything else. Hogs playing this week. Hell yeah, baby. Portland State, about to beat that ass. Ben Hicks is a starter-ish / Nick Starkel. They're all going to play. We're going to win by about probably 72-0. So it's going to be a hell of a time. I'm going to be up in St. Louis this week with the assistant to the commissioner, Mr. Wheeler. We're going to have a great time, go to a Cards game, get litty, get nice and drunk, but have a fun time, fun, safe time. And that's really it. So y'all stay safe. Keep your players in a protective bubble. Keep them safe, more importantly than yourselves. They're more important than you guys. I think you guys know that. So anyway, that's all I got. Y'all be good, and we'll be.